The fight between Meghan McCain and Laura Ingraham has moved from sideshow into popcorn and candy territory in our #1 story in the countdown, with choice phrases involving both asses and idiots. The Soup's Joel McHale, who is neither, is breathlessly waiting to join us. It began when Mrs. McCain, daughter, of course, of Senator John McCain, took on Colture. Writing at the website dailybeast.com, McCain said, quote, "I consider myself a progressive Republican, but here's what I don't get about Colture. Is she for real or not? Are some of her statements just gimmicks to gain publicity for her books? I don't like her demeanor. Everything about her is extreme, her voice, her interview tactics, and especially the public statements she makes about liberals. Maybe her popularity stems from the fact that watching her is sometimes like watching a train wreck." And although Colture did not respond, Ms. Ingraham stepped in, calling McCain, quote, "just another Valley girl gone awry," and referring to her at the end of the day as a, quote, plus-sized model. First, Ms. McCain responded on her blog that gratuitous insults about her weight were unnecessary. Then she appeared on The View and quoted Tyra Banks.
You know, I'm a pop culture junkie, but when Tyra Banks went on her show in her bathing suit and said, "Kiss my fat ass," that's what I feel like right now. I'm like, kiss my fat ass. Like, I don't care. You know?
Ms. Ingram's response on her blog characterized Ms. McCain as a, quote, useful idiot. Right here, as promised, the host of the pop culture program of record, Networks, The Soup, Joel McHale.
Yes, the useful idiot.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to see you,
Nice
Keith.
to see you. Thanks for cleaning up the set.
I spilled about a gallon of water here just a second ago.
Some of the books fell over, too. They're fake books. This won't get resolved until we get all three of them in the same room, with Ms. McCain just walking in like an ordinary human being, and Ann Colture and Laura Ingraham just sliding into that space between the bottom of the door and the top of the floor.
Yeah, if they get in the same room, that means the Cylon Civil War will continue, and that means they'll all be there, and if they're Cylons, that's like a 2, a 3, and an 8, Meghan being an 8. The other two, not as attractive, because I like a little... Sorry. Just a little meat on my bones.
Well, okay. Okay. There's nothing I can say about that.
Go ahead.
It will get me into more trouble than I already am on this topic. In fact, would you recommend, and I know you're the expert, you're the reigning expert on this woman, would you think this is built for Tyra Banks to try to intervene with?
I can't believe I'm going to say this, Keith, but this is below Tyra.
Wow.
Just a little bit. But it's nice to know that in probably 200 years, she'll be as well quoted as Ralph Waldo Emerson, I think.
Because what, all books have been destroyed and there are no records of anything that happened?
Yeah, so it'll be like Fahrenheit 451 and it'll just be Tyra quotes.
Or rollerball. We lost the 20th and 19th century. Sorry, 0 is erased it.
Are you quoting the old rollerball, the updated? Okay.
Who
the one with LL Cool J?
Who saw that?
No.
There's also no dialogue.
Yeah, no.
Coltergeist has not said anything about this and has been thoroughly ripped and insightfully ripped by the daughter of the last Republican presidential candidate.
I have no idea why that dude is being so quiet.
I was just thinking also one thing about Laura Ingraham getting involved. This is, I think, fairly well known, although I know it's been broadcast before. She once actually volunteered this information that on her deathbed, her mother said, her last words from her mother, which was a very poignant moment in most people's lives, were, "Laura, why are you so bossy?" I'm not making this up.
Really?
This is quoting her. This sort of summarized this as why did she step in if Colture didn't even respond?
That's a good question. I mean, Seacrest I say the same thing to Seacrest all the time. Why are you being so bossy? But that is incredible, and I'd like to talk to her mom.
Well, you can't because she's passed away.
Go get the Ouija board.
Dying words.
Okay.
Wait, by the way, if those were the dying words, why would you admit that? You're volunteering. There's nobody going to check.
Yes.
You're a wonderful daughter.
That would be a weird thing to say at the eulogy. It's like, and her last words to me were...
Yeah. Let's change topics quickly. Levi Johnson, the ex-fiance of Bristol Palin, with this quote, "It's just us, not being mature enough or something and having a kid and thinking it could be better for us to separate for a while," end quote. Well, that says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, Palin's heard that, and they gave him a wolf pelt, and they said, "We'll give you a 20-minute head start while we fire up the helicopter." But I like that quote. That's how I sound when I'm playing Xbox.
Do you have a suggestion now that everybody else has chimed in on this, on the AIG guys and the bonuses, the $165 million? Do we get that back? Do we in fact try to turn this into Jonestown?
Yeah, they need to go on Howie Mandel's show, and with all the briefcases, they can get the money back that way, and every time they go to the banker, the banker's only option is life in a white-collar prison.
Or you open one of the briefcases and it's got a spring-loaded pellet gun of some sort.
Yeah,
Just shoots
or maybe Cheney could be there.
That's right.
All right, sorry.
And he could be useful in his post-vice presidential career. Speaking of post-careers, the protests in Canada involved throwing shoes at the poster of Mr. Bush. That's a Canadian protest. They're not really the real guy, just the poster.
I wanted to know, I mean, Bush is going up there. They're just, he's
there already.
He's there. Why did they have the reception at a Foot Locker? I mean, I feel like it was set up that way. And, yeah. And
Joel McHale, the host of The Soup, who's on the show this week?
You are.
Okay, all right, great.
Keith Olbermann on The Soup this week, giving legitimacy to the E! Network.
So I'll come over and spill something on you. That's Countdown. This is the 2000th 138th day since the previous president declared mission accomplished in Iraq. I'm Keith Olbermann from Los Angeles. Good night and good luck. It's a little too close.